Greetings, everybody. I wanted to highlight in this video a very interesting feature in Slack, and specifically within Slack Enterprise Search. Now, before we get started, in order to enable Enterprise Search, you're either going to have to be the org owner or the org admin, and it is something that is available either on the Enterprise Plus plan or Enterprise Grid with the Legacy Slack AI. Now, if you have those features, then what we're going to do is we're going to go and look in. This is the org owner set interface that can go in and actually do organization-wide updates like adding people, adding workspaces. And what we're going to look at is under settings, we have enterprise search. Now, in order to get it up and running, the first thing you will do is you will just go ahead and enable it. And then you can see this list of applications that Slack has out-of-the-box connectors for. And it's a pretty good list. It includes some Microsoft products, it includes some Google products, some of the common, developer-friendly things like GitHub. We're going to focus on Google Drive and Gmail. And what you'll do is you would go in and configure it, and you configure who can actually see it. So whether it's no one, which would just basically turn off this connector, or down to specific groups of people, or everybody. And then whether or not it includes Slackbot, and then also what domains are allowed. So the two important ones here are gmail.com, and then the one you're not seeing here is salesforce.com. So if you want only people to connect to your enterprise domain, for instance, of Gmail, you can have this here, and then people are pulling in their personal accounts, et cetera, et cetera. And then HTML rendering just basically says, are you allowing this domain to pull in HTML as opposed to just text? And then if we go over to Google Drive, it is a very similar thing where you are setting up the enterprise search, who has access to it, and then here the allowed domains. If you disable it, it actually says you're basically allowing access to all domains. So disabled basically means you're not restricting down to a specific domain. So if we go over to what the user would see, so this user is now logged into Slack, and I want to be able to connect my Gmail and my Google Drive to this. And so what we're going to do is we are going to actually, the easiest way to find this is to just go into Enterprise Search and actually search for data sources. And then you'll see what shows up here. I've got a connection to Salesforce already. I have my Gmail already set up. And then if the connector is new, or if you have disconnected it, what you'll see is this little plus button. And when you click that plus button, you are going to go into an OAuth loop. And remember, OAuth is just a means for two applications or two services to connect, to trust each other. They basically hand a token to you, to hand a token to each other to say, this user has said that this application has these permissions on this other application, on this other surface. So if I go into my little dummy account here, I'm going to go ahead and get my code. So because everybody knows MFA is the way to go. That is 226019. And then next, it's going to give me a little bit about, the privacy and terms. We're going to continue. And then here it's going to say, this is what I was saying, this is what Slack is going to gain access to if I give it permission to. And once I give it permission to, they hold on to some session tokens, is one way to put it, so that you don't have to keep re-authenticating for Slack to be able to use the Google services. So we're going to hit continue. And now it says that it has been connected. And so we can close this window. Now that we've done that, you can see we're back in Slack, and Google Drive doesn't have the plus symbol anymore. It just has the 0. And so let's give it a little bit of a run here. I have any security alerts in Gmail. And it'll run over to Slackbot and start going through a little bit of a search. And now I kind of knew this was going to be the result because having gone through the OAuth loop a few times setting up the demo, I sort of known it was saying, hey, you know, what has been signed into my recovery phone changed, etc. And I like the fact that Slackbot also gives me, just because it knows we're talking security, it kind of gives me that hey, if any of these look weird, you might want to go in and do a little bit of account cleanup. So let's follow up with that and say, do I have any AI related files in my drive? And I think if anybody knows me, this is how this is probably going to go down, considering how much I talk about AI in general. And it's found a couple of results. And in fact, that's a presentation in both PDF and PowerPoint form, and also the PDF itself. And it even calls that out. It looks like it's the same deck about leveraging agent script for more deterministic LLM behavior. And I can even click into here if I wanted to actually get a look at that presentation. So the point here really is how much we didn't move, right? Like, we are just in Slack, and Slack has this nice unified experience, and I can delve into Gmail, I can delve into my Drive files, I can look up files in Slack itself, and everything is in one unified place. So I hope that helps everybody, and let us know in the comments how you're using Slack, and I will talk to you later.